Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Subscribe to our channel and join us as we explore leadership lessons from the world of sports.
Ardie Savea's recent appointment as the captain of the All Blacks is a highly significant milestone. The captain's armband is not only a symbol of honor but also a heavy responsibility. A captain is expected to do more than perform well on the field. They must also serve as an emotional anchor for their teammates, inspire them during difficult moments, and make the right decisions when the pressure reaches its peak. The narrow victory over the French national team demonstrated just how challenging this role can be. When the margin on the scoreboard is extremely small, the composure and leadership of the captain become more important than ever. What impressed me most was the way head coach Dave Rennie approached Savea's physical condition. Rather than focusing solely on immediate results, he chose a long-term strategy to protect the team's most valuable player. This reflects the professional mindset of modern sports. A star player may help a team win a single match, but keeping that player healthy and performing consistently throughout an entire season is what truly creates lasting success.
I believe this decision is both practical and humane because it places the well-being of the individual ahead of short-term gains. I also appreciate that the coaching staff does not rely too heavily on a single individual, even though Savea is both the captain and one of the world's finest rugby players. Giving newcomers such as Anton Segner the opportunity to make the debut for the national team demonstrates a commitment to long-term development. A strong team cannot depend on one star alone. Sustainable success comes from continuously developing the next generation, creating a fair and competitive environment, and allowing young talents to grow through real experience. From this, I realized that leadership does not mean doing everything alone. Even an excellent captain needs rest, support from teammates, and a coaching staff that listens carefully to the signals from a player's body. This principle applies equally to everyday life. No one can maintain peak performance if they constantly overwork themselves without adequate time to recover.
Sometimes, knowing when to step back is also part of achieving success. Personally, I have learned many valuable lessons from this situation. First is the importance of preparation. Great achievements do not happen overnight, they are the result of disciplined, consistent, and dedicated training over a long period. Second is the lesson of responsibility. When entrusted with an important role, the goal should not be personal recognition but helping the entire team become stronger. Finally, I have learned the importance of listening to my body and taking care of my health. Success loses much of its value if it comes at the cost of long-term physical or mental damage. As fans, we often see only the moments of glory on the field while forgetting the thousands of hours of training, the countless injury treatments, and the invisible pressures behind every performance. Therefore, instead of judging a player solely by the outcome of one match, we should appreciate their entire journey and contributions with greater fairness and respect. True support is shown not only through praise after victories but also through understanding and encouragement when athletes face challenges.
In every field, whether sports, education, science, or business, people are always the most valuable asset. Achievements may bring temporary satisfaction, but sustainable development can only be achieved when the health, dignity, and value of every individual are respected. Investing in people, planning for the long term, and creating opportunities for future generations not only strengthen a team but also help build a healthier, more responsible, and more sustainable society. Looking at this situation, I see more than just a talented captain or an experienced coach. I see the positive values that sport can bring to life: teamwork, discipline, perseverance, resilience, and the ability to prioritize long-term goals over immediate success. I believe these lessons are meaningful not only for rugby fans but also for anyone pursuing their own dreams. When people learn to balance ambition with genuine care for others, they can achieve success that is more sustainable, more compassionate, and more inspiring for generations to come.
Sustainable success begins with people. Thank you for being part of the Scrum Masters Elite _UK journey.